Gentlemen, welcome back. You got to have a really solid foundation of coping mechanisms to deal with life nowadays. As a man especially, you are making so many decisions in life. There's so much that is just going on, and there's never a shortage of tough decisions to make. People are looking for you to lead them. People are looking for you to make stressful decisions, and when you don't make them, then it just causes problems not only in your life but theirs as well. So there's always so much pressure on you as a man with your work, with your family dynamics, with home, your kids. There's always going to be pressure on you, and no matter what people say, as a man, you're always going to be looked to make difficult decisions, and you're always going to feel that pressure. You're always going to feel that pressure to lead. You're always going to feel that pressure to have a plan. Everyone looks to you to have a plan. And you will fall to this. You will fold to this in life if you are not mentally strong enough and have good mental fortitude to get through it, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of pressure. It's important to have healthy coping mechanisms to get through that. Some people indulge off into too much sexual adventures to cope, and I can tell you that's not going to be beneficial for you. It's probably going to destroy your mental health more than anything else. You may think that that's going to be a fun thing to do, but I'm telling you, it will absolutely destroy you. It will, over time, you may, from the beginning, you may be enjoying and having fun, but I'm telling you, over time, that will mentally destroy you. So don't look to ways like that. People will go to drugs, smoking marijuana. People will say it doesn't hinder you, it doesn't hurt your productivity, but there's just some cloud I felt when I've used it, even maybe once or twice a week or a few months. There's still something that hinders my productivity with it. There's just a mental cloud I feel that it throws my focus off to even just a percentage. Like even if it's just 1%, it's noticeable. You got to be careful with that, because you can definitely fall off. People definitely fall off and start using that heavily. It's not going to benefit you. Sure, it's not alcohol, but at the same time, if you want to be, especially as a young man, if you want to be able to lead your life and to be able to handle the stresses of life, and that's important because you want to be able to get ahead, right? If you want to do these things, you have to be on it. You have to be solid. You have to be in your mind, not controlled by these substances, these intoxicants. Alcohol, of course, we know how alcohol is, and I don't even have to say anything. I don't have to preach to you about being careful about your alcohol usage, because that again will just wreck you as well. It's easy to consume a little bit and say you're fine, but then you start getting off and consuming way too much. A drink here and there, to unwind, sure. Even that is not good for your health. For one thing, it's not going to be good for your health. It's not going to be good for you long term, and it's just not going to be good for your body. It's going to throw your body off, and although you may feel good, it's doing things internally that's just not going to be good for you. So be careful with the alcohol. Journaling has always been one of those things that it's benefited me quite a bit. The thing about paper is, there's just something about sitting down and putting pen or pencil to paper that it just slows you down. It just slows you down and allow your mind to think. And also, paper doesn't judge. I'm telling you, paper doesn't judge. If you're fearful about expressing things you're going through with other people, jot it down on paper, because paper is, you can put absolutely anything you're going through and keep that book, the journal, to yourself. If you're writing things you don't want other people to hear. But paper, again, will not judge. The thing about picking up a notebook is you can just freely write without fear of judgment, without having to correct yourself. And there's something beneficial about that. I can't explain what it is, but there's just something beneficial about that. A lot of times there have been things that I just won't express to other people that I have put on paper, just for that very reason. I don't have to. Sometimes you just need feedback at the moment. You don't want feedback. You just need to be able to get out how you feel, right? You just need to be able to get that out on paper. It's just something about processing it on paper that's just very healthy. So consider that as an outlet. Keep a notebook around. When you go out to a park, you go for a drive, you just want to stop in the parking lot somewhere, keep it in your backpack, or just, if you can find a quiet space at home to just kind of jot down your thoughts, date them and jot down your thoughts. So physical activity is always going to be a beneficial one. Getting out to walk is just, it's so easy to do, right? It's so easy to do. And, oftentimes you may think getting out to do something like that is going to exhaust you, tire you out. But I feel so many creative thoughts come when I'm out just having a walk on an evening before sunset. There's just something so nice about that, especially if you can find a nice quiet area to walk where you're probably not worried about getting shot. You know, so if you're in the ghetto, maybe find somewhere out of the ghetto. But hey, maybe even the ghetto has some therapeutic areas. I'm one to believe that you can probably find a benefit in walking anywhere. But again, you know, if you're probably gonna be fearing for your life, maybe you need to find somewhere else. Walking is just always gonna be beneficial. You'll get, you know, that good physical rush. Your body feels good. You'll find some of your most creative thoughts. And when you sit down afterwards, you just feel good. You broke a sweat, and you'll just feel healthy. And I don't know how else to explain it, but you'll just feel really healthy. Working out kind of goes along with that, with physical activity. I think this is one that men definitely, you know, use. I probably don't even have to go over this, but one thing I will say was working out. Don't treat it as, oh, I'm gonna get revenge against the world. You know, oftentimes we go to the gym when things are difficult. You know, I definitely have you know, been one to do the same thing. But you know, as I'm getting older, again, I'm 33 years old. As I'm getting older, it becomes harder to go in the gym and use it as a rage session. Like, I'm gonna take this out and I'm pissed off. But just dealing with the stresses of life has been so beneficial, because there are some times where I'm so into my mind and I just need something to disconnect. I need something to exhaust myself a little bit, just something to be able to be. Oftentimes it's like, if I can go break a sweat, then I'll feel better about myself this day. This day is shitty, whatever I'm going through is shitty, but at least I can go do this. Do something during the day that's gonna allow you to win the day. Say that you win the day. You win the day by doing something that's gonna benefit you physically, mentally, in some way that's gonna make you become a stronger, wiser person. And sometimes it's just going for a walk. Sometimes it's just breaking a sweat to be able to say, hey, I got some physical activity in today. But anyway, the gym is gonna be one of those. And as a man also, you're raging with testosterone, so we just have this pent up energy a lot of times that we got to get out. And when you don't get it out, you start looking for, you know, ways that aren't beneficial to get it out. You start trying to smash and all this sort of stuff that's gonna put you in a really fucked up situation in life. If you screw up, don't put your Jimmy hat on and end up with a kid with someone that you probably shouldn't be with. But that's another subject. But you got to be able to use that healthy energy in a healthy way, and the gym is just going to be one of those. Get in there, work on yourself. You'll feel good about yourself. You feel confident about yourself, and you'll never feel bad about putting that time towards yourself to build yourself up, make yourself stronger. And again, just like walking, it's just going to give you that good energy, that good mental energy, and you're going to feel good about yourself from doing that. The important thing is to find things that aren't going to hinder you in a negative way. Stay away from the negative coping mechanisms and evaluate the ones that you have and ask yourself, are they beneficial or are they hindering you? All right, guys, that'll be it for now. Hope you guys have a great day, great evening, night. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you later.